Welcome to Mudfest 2025. Aha! Sport utility vehicles and pickups are the dominant vehicle segments in the U.S. Practical and versatile, they can cover terrain that smart sedan owners would avoid. There's evidence that the sport ute phenomena sprung from pragmatic Pacific Northwesterners' love of the outdoors. One reason the Northwest Automotive Press Association, or NWAPA, started Mudfest, the Northwest Outdoor Activity Vehicle of the Year competition 31 years ago, before SUVs were trendy. You can tell this is a serious event. We've got wristbands and lanyards. Back in the 1990s when Mudfest began, SUVs were mostly about the U, or utility, and they were body-on-frame trucks. Now, some emphasize the Sport S side of the acronym, and there's electrification. Of the 21 vehicles tested, over a quarter of them have some sort of electric drive motor. Back in the day, none. A couple things to know about Mudfest. It is not an extreme off-road competition. It's how most people use their SUVs and crossovers and pickups on a regular basis. It's not about boulder hopping. Second of all, if you don't see your favorite vehicle here, it's because the manufacturer chose not to bring it. Once again, Mudfest is being held at the Ridge Motorsports Park in Shelton, Washington.
Most people have done this before, but for anybody that's new, the go-kart track is actually a scale representation of the big track.
There's some very new machinery here, as you can see. One promising manufacturer didn't even have a vehicle, but wanted to share information with the 19 NWAPA journalists on hand, hopefully next year, Scout. And we bring in guest speakers.
Wet weather traction. That's something that's a huge consideration.
All-wheel drive is important, but the right tires for conditions are critical. During this two-day event, there's a lot to pay attention to. Manufacturer reps are on hand to offer information.
First and foremost, it's a Jeep, so it's going to have great capability.
Again, this contest is not only about off-road capability. We judge value, features, cargo room, efficiency, and technology to come up with category winners, plus the grand prize of Northwest Outdoor Vehicle of the Year.
All right, you can go.
Day one is about evaluating on-road performance, arguably where these vehicles are used the most. Day two is about off-road prowess. With little rain in the past week, Mudfest is better described as Dustfest this year. We all get a scorebook, so NWAPA journalists can keep notes. There is a lot to keep track of. Two things I really like about Mudfest. One, I can get behind the wheel of vehicles that I haven't driven before. And two, I drive all of these back to back, so everything is fresh in my mind. As far as pavement testing goes, we do 0 to 60 runs. Braking. There's an autocross and slalom course. A lot of SUVs these days are trying to be all things to all people. This is the Ineos Grenadier, and it's not. Last year I drove this, and my impression was it's largely for off-road, because on-road, it's not as much fun to drive, especially in twisty corners like this. And of course, the go-kart track. This is not the Ioniq 5N, it's the Ioniq 5 XRT, a little bit more off-road capability. Yeah, the 5N would be a lot more fun on this go-kart course, but this is not bad, and we'll see how this does off-road tomorrow. The go-kart course, which is more than just perverse fun in something like the Ram 1500 RHO Crew Cab or the new Nissan Armada Pro 4X, really does help NWAPA riders evaluate handling and cornering limits. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. 3 trucks are in the hunt for best pickup: the Ram RHO, Toyota's new overlanding-oriented Tacoma Trailhunter, and the Ineos Grenadier Trailmaster pickup. Other categories include two-row family vehicles like Hyundai Tucson XRT, Volkswagen's Taos SE, and the new Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro. Three-row family vehicle competitors include Kia Sorento X-Pro and Mitsubishi's Outlander Trail Edition, but those third rows are not as usable as, say, the large Jeep Wagoneer Overland, which is supremely capable.
Hurricane motor, 420 horsepower, so plenty strong. You know, people don't want to hear it, but it's stronger than the standard V8 that it replaced.
There's the luxury segment. Genesis is definitely covering its bases. This is a GV80, one of two. I'm driving the coupe version. Still has 4 doors, but a new roofline in the back. You know, more swept. People like that. Obviously, in the luxury category, the Lexus 700h Overtrail, bumping up close to $117,000, is the most expensive vehicle at Mudfest. LX 700h is a hybrid, so technically it's in the electrified category. This thing can move. We also crowned for best value, which could be something like the Mazda CX-50 Hybrid, Acura ADX, or even a high-end competitor like the refreshed Genesis GV70. It just depends on what kind of bang for the buck gets delivered. The newest sport ute at Mudfest 2025 is the 2026 Honda Passport Trail Sport Elite. It's not just stickers and trim.
This is not a rehash from the old one. It's a new chassis, the all-wheel drive system is upgraded, tech is upgraded.
There's a lot to assess. Interior ergonomics and material quality. Pretty sure no vehicle on the road or off the road matches the grab handles, lash points, and access of the Ineos Grenadier Fieldmaster. Everybody wants to climb the ladder. And the Passport Trail Sport gets a security cover that doubles as a camping table. The legs are in the load floor. Day 2 offers up the promise of rain and therefore mud, but it's awfully dry, and for the most part, we need to make our own sloppy stuff. Over the years, I've talked to manufacturers, and they've confirmed that first owners of vehicles seldom point their vehicles to conditions like this. I've said this before, I'll say it again. I think people overbuy their SUVs because most people will never take their crossovers on something like this, right? You crest this, and then there's, I want to say, about 20 inches of water that you go into. And this, the Kia Sorento, does it just fine. No problems. Only half the vehicles in the competition tackle the tougher hill climbs. This is the Toyota Tacoma Trailhunter, and it's very, very capable, so up the hill. Of course it has no problem. Of course. Maybe you have a remote wilderness cabin, or need to haul a lot of people. The new 3-row Nissan Armada Pro 4X can do all of that. It gets a turbocharged V6 that delivers plenty of power. Extreme hill climb.
Yes.
And it's just an automatic, right?
Yes, 4 high.
Yeah.
It makes you look good, Tom. And then you can use the hill descent as well.
I need the help I can get. No doubt the new Ram 1500 RHO has visual appeal and a lot of capability.
540 horsepower out of a 3-liter twin turbo inline 6. Not a V, it's an inline 6.
It's also the only vehicle I got airborne in.
Go. Stay in it. We better go check on your cameras.
We have air. I'm sure they've gone. Yeah, they're gone.
Really?
Yeah, they're gone.
Oh, I'm so shocked. Let's go back and get them.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Ineos pickup's personality begins when the pavement ends. Yesterday, On-road, this does feel like a truck. Out here, it feels like a truck, and that is the most sincere compliment.
It shines out here.
Yeah,
sure.
it really does. It's so easy to drive this off-road. One thing about the Trail Hunter, when you put your foot into it, I don't think you can hear that, but you definitely get turbo whistle off of the snorkel. This is actually entered in a number of categories, including electrified, because it's a hybrid. It's mostly a hybrid for power, not efficiency, but it is a hybrid. It's excellent at speed over rough terrain. Let's see if I can lose another GoPro through here. It's still on, but very crooked. I'm pretty tough on these cameras. The Hyundai Ioniq 5 XRT was the sports car yesterday. Off-road, a little bit of extra ground clearance for more of a rugged experience. The only all-electric vehicle in the competition. So much fun. High speed on gravel. Handles it really well. Battery packs, low in the floor. Low center of gravity. Always a great time. The Mitsubishi Outlander Trail Edition is the only competitor with roof storage at Mudfest, obviously an option. It has unique and comprehensive drive modes that make a significant difference.
I'm going to pop you up to gravel mode here. When we pick up a bit of speed, you'll feel quite a bit of yaw. If you're smooth, it will allow the tail to hang out quite a lot.
Oh yeah.
Now, spike an input, and you'll feel you feel the stability control grab
like,
you immediately.
No, Tom.
Exactly. But what it does is it rewards smooth, and it allows you to be kind of a hooligan when you're being smooth.
Yeah. Honda's Passport Trail Sport is unibody construction, not a negative, just ask Land Rover. A benefit, the ride is smooth and engaging on pavement, and it has no trouble on the tough stuff. So there is protection underneath.
Yes, very stout protection. And the skid plates are under the fuel tank and under the engine.
Okay.
And like I said, they're really heavy duty.
Okay.
You could put the full, more than the full weight of the vehicle, slam it down on a rock with those skid plates, no issue.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Those are skid plates.
Yeah, they're serious, yes.
Subaru's Forester gets a hybrid powertrain for the first time. The system does not use an electric motor to power the rear wheels. It sticks with the brand's symmetrical all-wheel drive. No issues going through the custom off-road course. Beating a dead horse, monster trucks are not needed if all you want to do is get to the good trailheads. Even the Volkswagen Taos SE Black, by far the most affordable vehicle in the competition, will go where sedans would fear to tread. All right, our work is done. The votes have been cast. Normally, I would have a pretty good idea of who the winners would be in their respective categories. But this year, I don't know. Really close. Let's see. The two-row family SUV award goes to the 2025 Hyundai Ioniq 5 XRT, with the 2026 Honda Passport Trail Sport Elite following close behind. In the three-row family SUV segment, the 2025 Jeep Wagoneer Series 2 Overland takes the crown, edging out the 2025 Nissan Armada Pro 4X. The luxury SUV trophy winner is the 2026 Genesis GV70 3.5T Sport Prestige over the 2025 Lexus LX 700H Overtrail. In the pickup truck competition, the 2025 Ram 1500 RHO Crew Cab ends up winning over the 2025 Toyota Tacoma Trail Hunter. Extreme capability? The title goes to Ram 1500 RHO Crew Cab. Lexus LX 700H Overtrail comes in second. When it comes to best value, the Subaru Forester Hybrid Touring gets the win, followed by Kia Sorento X-Pro. In the electrified category, the Hyundai Ioniq 5 XRT earns first place, Subaru Forester Hybrid snags second. And congratulations to the Northwest Outdoor Vehicle of the Year winner, the very popular 2025 Ram 1500 RHO Crew Cab takes Mudfest 2025's grand prize with Subaru Forester Hybrid as the runner-up. An event like this takes a village. A shout out to the Mudfest committee for all their hard work. I'm now the NWAPA president, so I witnessed the massive effort firsthand. It's impressive. I just delegate. We couldn't do this without the manufacturers bringing their vehicles, and it helps to have representatives on hand. The staffs of DriveShop and Page One start long before the event begins and are the last to leave. Thank you very much. The Ridge Motorsports Park is the perfect venue to hold something like this. I really need to drive the big track someday. And if you're in the Pacific Northwest, Alderbrook Resort and Spa on Hood Canal is uniquely calming. Plus, if you drive an EV, it has multiple chargers, and they're free. Not that anyone's going to feel sorry for me, but, trying to get through 20 vehicles, evaluate them fairly, and photograph them, it's not easy. It's actually work. And I should probably watch my line here. Finally, as a video producer, this event is challenging, but I got every shot I needed, except one. For some reason, my DJI Action 5 switched into portrait mode, so I couldn't really use the conversation that I had with Subaru's Miranda Jimenez. You can't see either one of us, really. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, subscribe to the channel, okay? Click notifications. You can follow me on social media. I'm on all the major platforms, and if you would like to contribute to the channel and make this all worth my while, I would appreciate it. Google doesn't seem to be paying an awful lot these days. This is a labor of love. Yeah, it is a blast, okay? I'll give you that. This is a great event. Thanks for watching. That's Driven. I'm Tom Voelk.
Oh, there it is. It's still rolling. You're still rolling.